Hello everyone, Ismail is here. Today we're going to start with 4.3. Okay, 4.3 is similar to 4.2, but here we just need to subtract because 4.2, sorry, it was talking about an adding polynomial, but here we are going to subtract polynomial. You can find all the lessons on my website, alfaramath.com. Okay, now let's start with the lesson. So as you can see, subtracting polynomial, it's similar to adding polynomial. Okay, same thing, which is we have two-way, which is the first one is the vertical format, and we have also the horizontal format. Okay, so as you can see here, we have vertical format and horizontal format, and we can use whatever you like if the question doesn't mention a way to use. Okay, so if the question asks you to use vertical format, you have to use vertical. If the question asks you to use a horizontal format, you have to use a horizontal format. Okay. Now, to subtract polynomials, rewrite subtraction as addition of the opposite. What's that mean? Look to this example here. Let's start with the vertical and you will understand what I'm talking about. First of all, so as you can see here in the previous questions, the question was saying this polynomial and other polynomial and means plus. Okay, here he didn't mention and, he just say minus between the two polynomials. So he just now giving you directly what the question needs. So as you can see here, 5x plus 2 minus negative 2x. Okay, easy peasy, very thing. What you have to do when you have a negative, okay, let me do it here. When you have a negative outside anything inside the bracket like this one plus 5. So do you know what to do? The only thing you need to do, you change all the signs. So this one is positive, so you change all the signs inside the bracket, okay, if you have a negative outside. Okay, so now let's rewrite the questions. So now negative with plus 2, it will be negative 2. X, it will be negative x. Negative y, it will be plus y. Plus 5, it will be negative 5. So what's the negative doing actually? Negative here, the negative outside, means negative 1. So if we use distributive property, okay, for all of the terms here, so as you can see here, negative 1 times 2 equal negative 2. Negative 1 times plus x, oh, negative 1x. Okay, negative 1 times negative y equal negative with negative will give you positive. So that's the idea of the negative. If we have negative outside, so negative change the sign for all the things inside the bracket. Clear? I hope this one is clear. Now, look to this question here. So we have negative here. So negative, we distribute it to the whole bracket. So we change all the signs inside. So this negative will be here. As you can see, it will be positive. So this negative here, it will be what? Positive. This positive here, it will be what? Negative. Okay. Now, let's start. Okay, let's start solve the question. So now vertical. So we have to write this one, okay, here, and we write, sorry, and we write the other one here. Okay. So as you can see here, we have two polynomials. Okay. After we change the sign, we don't have to put negative or minus here. So we just put positive and we solve the question similar, okay, what we did in the previous lesson. Okay, adding polynomials. Okay. And any missing part, I told you, any missing part, you have to state it in standard form. Any missing part, you have to write it in standard form. So as you can see here, so this is x to the power of 2. So we have to replace 0x to the power of 2. So 0 plus 2 equal to x, x squared, 5x plus 3x, 8x, 2 minus 4 is equal minus 4. So this is in vertical. How about horizontal? Horizontal, it's easier, but same idea. If you have a negative, you distribute the negative, change all the signs after, okay? So this one is positive, so it become negative. This one is positive, it will become negative. This one is negative, it will be positive. So as you can see here, So all the signs are changed. Now you add the like term. Look now to the like term here. So as you can see here, we have 2x with negative 2x squared. And also we have negative x with negative x. And also we have 4 with negative 8. So now as you can see 2x squared and 2x squared minus x minus 8 plus 4. So you just, so 2 minus 2 equal 0. So they cancel each other. Negative x is equal negative 2x. Okay? Minus 4 and minus 8 plus 4 is equal minus 4. So I hope you understand now the horizontal. Now let's take more examples. If you see the things confusing, we have another way to solve the question, but I will show you the other way in, let's say, in question number 5, okay? So let's leave the other way and let's follow the way that we learn, okay? So the first step here, we have a negative, okay? So we have trinomial minus this trinomial. So the first step, we need to distribute the negative, okay? So let's distribute the negative on the questions here, okay? So we rewrite the question. So now we change the negative sign and we write it positive. Sorry. So we change the negative sign and we write positive, and we change every sign inside it here. So it will be 2, this one is negative, so it will be positive 2y squared. This one is positive, it will be negative y. This one is positive, it will be negative 1. Okay, so now look to your question, y squared plus y minus 1. So as you can see now, the questions, now it's become similar what we learned in 4.2, which is adding polynomial. So we have this polynomial and this polynomial, so we add them together. Okay, so now y2 plus y minus 1 plus 2y squared, okay, 2y squared minus y minus 1. Okay, now let's add them. So y2 plus 2y squared, so 3y squared, y plus minus y, so what, this is 1, this is 1, so they cancel each other because they have different sign. Negative 1 with negative 1 is equal negative 2. So now this one is my answer. Okay, now look to this one here. Okay, look to this one here. The way that I told you, if you don't understand the distributing signs, okay, just do it like the addition one, but keep the minus. So now rewrite the question. So let's rewrite it. So 8y minus 7 and negative 3y plus 1. Okay, so you have to put every degree together. So 3, sorry. So now as you can see here, negative 3y should be with 8y, and 1 should be with what? With negative 7. So that's what you see here. Okay? Okay, now don't put negative here. Okay, you don't put positive, you put here negative. Okay, now start minus the numbers together. So now 8y minus negative 3. Okay, 8 minus negative 3. Minus with negative will become what? Positive. So 8 minus 3 equals, so means 8 plus 3, which is equal 11y. Okay, same thing here. This one, same. Negative 7, okay, minus 1. So negative 7 minus 1 is equal what? Negative 8. So that's how you can find the answer. Okay, so do you see now how you can do it without distribute the negative? If you don't like to distribute the negative, you can just minus normally, but you have to make sure that you are not doing the mistake. Okay, if you need more way, if you need more questions about this way, please contact me, then I will give you more examples. Now let's go back to the old way that we learned. Okay, so now we have negative, we distribute the negative to change the sign. So now, and we change the negative to plus. So we change negative to plus. So negative with negative x squared, it will be positive x squared. And negative with negative 1, it will be plus 1. And we rewrite this same thing. X squared for x squared. Okay. Now let's put them vertically for x squared minus x. Okay. And the other question here. And this one, x squared. Okay, there is a missing value here. X is missing here. So we need to replace x with 0x. Then we have plus 1. Okay, so now let's minus them together. Okay, you use green. And we put now add. So 4x squared plus x squared equal 5x squared minus x plus 0x minus still minus x, then plus 1. So now this is my final answer. Okay, let's go to the last one here. So we distribute the negative. Okay, so we distribute the negative and we change the negative to positive. So now negative with negative, so negative with negative z, it's positive z cube. Negative with plus 2, which will be negative 2z. Negative with positive 1, so it will be negative 1. So we write negative 2z negative z cube negative like this. Okay. Now let's rewrite them vertically. Okay, do we have any missing? No, we have no missing. So negative z cube minus 2z minus 1 and z cube minus 2z minus 1. Okay, so now let's put plus here. Okay, so negative z plus z, they cancel each other because the answer is 0. Negative 2z, which is negative 4z, negative 1 with negative 1, negative 2. So now this is the final answer. Okay, I hope you understand the vertical format. Now let's go to the horizontal. Okay, let's take these examples here. So the horizontal, just underline the like term, but before you underline the like term, first distribute the negative. So now let's distribute the negative. So let's put positive here and to distribute the negative. Okay, so negative with negative, positive cube. Negative with y, positive y, negative y. Negative with positive x, negative x. Okay, and we write the first polynomial, same thing, don't change anything. Okay, now let's underline the like term. So as you can see here, we have negative x cube and x cube. So negative x cube plus x cube. Okay, what else do we have here? Do we have y2? No, we have no y2. So let's write it. So we don't have y2, so let's write it alone. Then, do we have y? Yes, we have y. Here it's negative y. So plus y, sorry, okay, plus y, negative y. Okay, then the last one, x. Negative x with negative x. So negative x with negative x. Okay, so now let's simplify the question. Okay, let me change it to red. So now negative x with x is equal 0, x cubed. So which is, so this cancel each other. Then we have plus y squared. So now what 1y minus 1y is equal also 0. So we don't need it. Minus 1x. Minus 1x equal minus 2x. So my answer now, okay, so my answer is y2 minus 2x. Okay, let's use now this one here. So negative, first we change the negative to positive, and we change every sign here. So it's positive 11, so it will be negative 11 z, and negative with negative, so it will be positive 5. Okay, then we write this one same 12 18 z. Okay, and we done. Now let's underline the same part. So we have 18z with negative 11z. So 18z with negative 11z. Okay, and also we have here 12 plus 5. So 12 plus 5. Okay, now let's simplify the questions. 18z minus 11z equal negative. Negative what? Okay, 11 minus 18 negative 7z. Okay, plus 12 plus 5 is equal 17. Okay, so now this is the answer. Okay, let's go now to the last question here and we end the lesson. So as you can see here, the negative we converted to positive. Or do you need from me to use the first way? Okay, in the horizontal, the first way, maybe it will be a little bit harder, okay, for you. So keep using this distributive. So as you can see here, negative, okay, negative with positive 2, it will be negative 2b square. Okay, negative with b, it will be negative b. Negative with a, it will be negative a. Negative with positive 4, it will be negative 4. So now this one here, so let's rewrite this one again. Okay, 2ab. Okay, now let's underline the same part. So do we have 2AB here? No, we don't have 2AB, so let's keep it same. 2AB. Okay, next. Negative B. Do we have negative B here? Yes, we have negative B here. So now negative B with negative B. Okay, then we have A. Do we have A here? Yes, we have A. So plus A minus A. Okay, then do we have negative 2b? No. So let's write it negative 2b squared. Do we have negative 4? No. Let's keep negative 4. Same. Let me change the color of negative 4 so you're not confuse yourself. Let me write it in red. Negative 4. Okay. So now let's add them. So as you can, let's simplify it first. So 2ab same, no change. Okay. Negative 1b, negative 1b, okay, negative 2b, plus 1, negative a, okay, they cancel because 0, negative 1a minus 1a is 0, then negative 2b squared minus 4, then this is my final answer. Okay. I hope you understand the lesson. This is the subtracting polynomials. If you have any question, just ask me if you need any help or anything. Thank you very much. Have a good day and bye-bye.